but I severely lost track of time today. So, it's been a few weeks. I don't really remember everything we were getting into, but I know that we're pretty much at the point where I can go anywhere. In fact, I have basically gone anywhere. I explored one of the formers, whatever the alien fortresses are called, just for the hell of it. I can go away. And I even, like, got to this one, no problem. But there's just a, a force field keeping me out of there. One thing I did do is I finally got all the map pieces. They're not really that hard to find. But if you miss one, kind of annoying to go back and figure out which one you missed, which is kind of what happened to me. I had one left. And I basically had to look up a guide just to find where I had completely missed it. And it was right in the fort, actually. Right in the house that I had been in, like, a number of times. Let's see what that actually gives us.
Got it. The map is complete.
Ain't that something?
Each map piece includes a letter. Together they spell Infinite Skies, Inc. The coordinates for a specific location are also marked on here. That should help me figure out what this map is all about.
Interesting. So it's not just a arbitrary key that opens a door. Infinite Skies, Inc. So where's the coordinate take us? Crony did harass me the moment I came in here, but I skipped that and reloaded. Because it sounded like he had something serious going on. Prototype. Ah, well, I've been there 1,000 times. Let's head back there again. So I'm gonna kind of push this, like, there's a lot of companion quests to do. I'm gonna kind of push it as much as possible. I think I've basically done all the optional stuff by now. I get the feeling that there's not... The way the first game worked, there really was not a whole lot of, like, side content, side quests and stuff that showed up again as the game went on. It was all mostly available from the start. There were some occasional things, like the whole Dome City event that happened later in the game. Bruh. Your ups and downs. I feel like there's been a patch. Oh wow, we got an actual raptor pack now. I feel like there's been a patch since I last played this. So maybe that one quest where I was looking for corpses by a small pond, this game is getting so loud, has actually finally gotten fixed. Let me adjust the volume a bit. I feel like it's going to show up loud in the mix as well. Down a bit. I'll check in on that just for the hell of it. Nice. As you can plainly see, I'm pretty much unstoppable now. I think I've basically gotten all the abilities I want to get as well. I suppose we could get that. I don't really need to know any of that. All the personality stuff's kind of pointless. That's whatever. And, I mean, I've gotten most of the magic. And none of it's really worth much. The healing spell, maybe that'll be useful, but... Firearms, as in the first game, are pretty much just the easy mode. I'm sure more people ask. Someone did mention once that, you know, I could challenge myself by playing certain ways, but I've made it pretty clear by now that I don't find the combat in this game fun or rewarding, just frustrating and boring. So making it more challenging for myself. Oh, this has been here the whole time. Making it more challenging for myself doesn't feel something I want to do. You fucking fuck. Yeah, and I have a health regen now. We don't even need to heal between fights. What are you, Robo Spider? That's new. Ain't that something? Ah. Password.
No dice.
Honestly, I'm over that reference now. Tetriendoc. Like, it's not even the first time they made that reference. Like, it was novel in Risen 2, because that was about the only thing in that game that reminisced of Gothic. But to just chuck it in here again, it's like, guys, you had so much more to reference.
The safe should be open now.
It's like an obvious joke now. What is this? Bonus experience, +1 adventure. Make teleporters visible and gives more experience. That's kind of boring. I didn't need experience anymore. I gotten everything I want. It wasn't at all hard to do. Well, it shows me where all of the teleporters are, which I don't think I've gotten them all yet, so you can use that to wrap them up. Huh? Oh, is it like a permanent thing? Interesting. I don't think you equip that. I think it's permanent. Let's see. Can I see unseen teleporters now? Well, I don't know how... Ah, there's one. Aha! So it is permanent. Fancy that. Alright, so it's definitely, I mean, if you push for that early, you could definitely, well, level up a little bit quicker. That's the idea, I suppose. I remember that ELEX 1, I think, had a skill that you had to learn that would unlock all the teleporters. Which was an incredibly stupid way to do it. I don't know how I overlook these so much. Alfara. It's funny how many of these are so close together. What other ones have I missed? There's probably an achievement for getting them all, so... Huh, well that's boring. Literally had one left. Well, alright then. So let's head back here, and I imagine Crony's gonna... get on my ass immediately. Nope, I guess I just timed it perfectly last time. There he is. What do you have to say?
Attention, Commander. Report.
What's wrong? Why so formal?
Because he's a robot.
Unexpected
He
behavior
always talks like
detected.
that.
What the hell are you talking about? Unexpected behavior? You mean you're confused by something?
Acknowledged. Android Falk observed leaving Bastion multiple times. Subject not alone and proceeded without official orders.
Falk's a free unit. He can do what he wants.
Acknowledged. Behavior flagged based on subject's association with known assassins.
Assassins?
What? Why do you think that?
Training of Commander Core mental stability urgently recommended.
What? How's that relevant?
Multiple instances of Subject Falk meeting with human named Connor. Database identifies Connor as high-profile mercenary assassin.
Huh. That is unexpected. He hasn't mentioned anything about any Connor to me.
Subject meeting point marked in Commander's Adjutor. Meeting point in close proximity to Bastion. Route presents no difficulties. Estimate Subject Falk currently en route to meet point.
Thanks, little guy. I'll check it out for myself.
Stand by.
All right, let's begin my mental training.
Acknowledged. Initiating training protocol.
So I'm not sure how often you do this.
Thanks. Hopefully that'll be enough for a while.
Well, that took all day.
Stand by.
I
What the hell?
don't know. What the hell, man? Like, what does that even do? I still have no idea. So again, they're not going to give me directions. They just say use the map, or use the thing. Use the quest markers. Yeah, when the hell is this concert supposed to finally kick off? And is it actually going to play Billy Idol music?
I don't have time right now.
Neither of them do anything. I wonder if I just broke this quest by clicking the option that doesn't play copyrighted music. So it just won't, it won't actually start the quest to see this so-called Billy Idol concert. What? Very stealthy as we approach this clandestine meeting, firing shotguns on our way. It's not the sneak button.
Think I can't see you?
That's a Morgan.
Yes, I do. But it is not easy.
I don't care about easy. I care about results.
Maybe we should reconsider this whole thing.
What are you two up to?
Shit. And who the hell are you? Falk's buddy or something? Ugh, figured as much. Last time I trust that asshole.
What the hell is going on here? What on earth are you getting into?
What the hell is going on?
To what are you referring?
My drone tells me you've started socializing with contract killers and murderers.
It told you that?
It also said something about a man named Connor, a vicious killer you've met up with on several occasions.
Who's now dead on the ground
I've
next to
met
us.
This guy. He's not exactly what you'd
Who
call
just killed him?
easygoing. So I believe my drone when he says he's a bad guy.
I'm sorry to have caused any trouble.
Trouble? I'm worried about you, Falk. Seriously worried.
I can explain.
Oh, this had better be good.
Connor belongs to a large gang of Reavers. They call themselves the Sykes.
Keep talking.
Who's shooting
Connor has
shotguns?
proven himself to be a valuable mentor when it comes to learning about the negative characteristics of humankind.
A new mentor? Negative characteristics? Shit, Falk, what the hell have you been doing?
As part of my efforts to become more human, I took on a large number of contracts.
What the fuck?
All carried out successfully.
I'm scared to even ask. What kind of contracts?
We already
They
know.
mostly
What else would
involved
they be?
killing other humans, primarily those who were easy to defeat and had many valuable possessions.
Please tell me you're joking.
In contrast to the experiments I have conducted with you, the ones that Connor has overseen are...
Look, I know. That kind of behavior can be, well, easier than the more compassionate kind. Being evil is very human too. But tell me one thing. When you did experiments with me as your mentor, you were always in charge of deciding how the experiment worked. Is it the same way with Connor?
No, the nature of the experiments, the missions themselves, have come exclusively from him.
Holy shit, Falk.
You seem to be reacting negatively to this.
Falk, you've become a contract killer for a gang of evil criminals. You see that, right?
But all I did was...
You're being manipulated. Killing innocent people to steal their elexit, or whatever valuables they have.
Humans do many irrational things, but killing another member of the species in order to increase one's own wealth is not something I would characterize as irrational. It's the opposite. It's logical. Do you disagree?
It's evil, Falk.
It's human. You said so yourself. If there is an error in my thinking, please explain it to me.
Huh. These are all pretty terrible. So, this is... I can tell him to leave. If I was more destructive, I could threaten to kill him. So, one of the issues I'm having... I've probably brought this up before, but... the concept of creation and destruction as something we need to balance doesn't really jive the same way the, like, logical and emotional meter of the first game did. But it's got the same thing where when you start kind of getting set on the path of one or the other, it's difficult to try and balance it the other way. Like, I've honestly just been going around killing any little critters I find to get the destruction meter to swing the other way, because I feel like I'm going to get a bad ending if I don't keep it somewhere in the middle. At the same time, I'm going to have to go with the compassionate one just because I don't want to kick him out of the team.
Look, let's forget about that for now. But those shit-heel friends of yours have to go.
The Sykes. Why? What is the nature of the problem?
If you want to keep working with me, you have to cut off all contact with them. Those psychopaths are using you. Try and stop doing what they ask. Then you'll really know what kind of people they are. They'd sooner kill you than let you go.
I suspect you may be right. What course of action do you suggest?
We'll destroy the Sykes. Tell me where I can find them.
Of course. Simply inform me once you are ready to set off.
I feel like Falk's, like, human nature would have been well beyond this point by now. So this feels like kind of a contrived quest. It would have been interesting when he was more, like, underdeveloped as an AI. But, like, by now, I feel like he understands, should have understood this. I don't know. This is all, like, kind of a concept that they should have explored in the first game, not this one. But in the first game, they were just, like, I remember his whole quest was based around finding items that, like, his creator used to, like, upgrade him or something. So, it was a wasted opportunity, and now it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Let's go pulverize the Sykes.
Very well. I'll show you where to find them. Follow me. You will find the Sykes headquarters just over there. It's usually empty. The Sykes are often otherwise engaged. But perhaps we will be in luck.
Well, so
Well, we were just here.
You go first.
Look at this thing swooping
I'll
in.
be right behind you.
Oh, so we're fighting them immediately, and that's a grenade. Oh, everyone's exploding. These guys have a lot of health. How is he, like, slip and sliding so much? These guys seem very confused. That dude's not even falling over. Taking it like a champ. Beg your pardon. How the hell did he get down there?
Behaving without morals is easier, but leads to many dangers. If I requested that the Sykes release me from my obligations, I suspect they would not react in a peaceful manner.
Oh, we didn't even really give that a shot.
I'm a member of their gang. They do not grant permission.
We have so many more grenades than anything else, might as well lay into them with this. So it's not doing nearly as much damage as the shotgun. Suppose the splash damage makes it worth it. Why is my health and mana bar flashing? And they're just all over the place. And there's Falk, like moonwalking. Whoops, I blew myself up.
If you knew that, why get mixed up with them in the first place?
It is imperative that I take risks. It's what humans do. I have a strong desire to make a significant impact on this world. Was that the last of them?
Yes. The Sykes are all taken care of.
Excellent. Then we can move on to the next item on today's agenda.
Haven't we done enough?
Can't do that. As well as putting yourself in danger. You've caused a lot of harm to other people. Other humans. That's not something I can just ignore.
I understand. What do you intend to do?
Honestly, I don't know yet. I need to think about how I can regain my trust in you. I have to know you can be relied upon.
That is a logical response. I will also take some time to reflect upon this matter.
Yes, do that. What happened with the Sykes, it can never happen again.
Your wishes are clear. I will adjust accordingly. I wonder what the half-life of such a factory would be under normal circumstances.
There is no normal. Not anymore.
You mean it is impossible to determine the answer to my question?
No, but if you're going to rack your brains, you should do it about more meaningful things.
Well, why don't you get lost? It's just... I don't even really know what to think of this game anymore, because there's times where they're like coming up with pretty intense topics. Fox's little subplot aside. And, well, even that, they just kind of handle it in the stupidest ways. Like, this came out of nowhere. It doesn't really make sense. It's just here for the sake of conflict. Whereas with Fox, they had what could have been an interesting, like, detective quest going on. But I had to ruin it in, like, the most sappy, like, wholesome way possible. Because it started with the idea that, Fox's father murdered his wife out of, like, some spite or pride issue. And instead of that, we found out he just basically abandoned her and gaslit both of them. And then everyone's suddenly, like, happy and holding hands again afterwards. It's kind of ridiculous. Speaking of which, I think we had another step to do with Nasty. She wanted to go to the fort or something and stir up trouble there. If I remember correctly. Strangely, as stupid as her plot's been, I'm kind of eager to see what the end result of it is, because I'm sure the writing's going to be even worse.
Report.
What is it?
Android Falk en route to attack on multiple Sky-End sites in Maricor.
How do you know that?
What the fuck is up with this
Android
guy?
Falk shared information.
You're in radio contact?
Acknowledged. Two-sided communication mutually recognized as beneficial. Sharing protocols initiated.
Okay, got it. Tell Falk to stop fucking around and return to me immediately.
Negative. Android Falk preemptively broke off communication based on prediction you would react that way.
You did, huh? Right.
Android Falk's last location available to Commander's Adjutor.
God damn it. I have no idea what he's thinking right now. But I get a nasty feeling he's sacrificing himself for some reason to do me a favor. I gotta stop him before he does something really dumb.
Stand by.
Follow me.
Whatever. I'm just gonna take him along with me. This is all so silly. So now he realizes that we're angry at him for... Why is he all the way in there? He realizes that we're angry at him for... murdering people, so he thinks, well, the aliens are murdering people, ergo, I will stop the aliens. And that'll be my penance for what I did. And whatever rationalization his robot brain has for that concept. I'm slow. Bird creature. Oh yeah, Gene Stealers. Love that they stole the name from that from Warhammer. Please. I keep forgetting there's a bestiary in this game, and I wonder if they actually say what the Gene Stealers get their name from. Okay, this doesn't say who invented the robo-spiders. Nope. Just arbitrary physical descriptions on something we can see for ourselves. Whoops. Oh god, Retro Rocket, save me.
You have
Why?
strength
What the
of
hell?
will, but
Retro
at the end
Rocket
of the
didn't
day,
save me.
You're just a machine.
You make it sound so simple. Understand that it is not at all simple.
High probability of collapse.
What?
Hey there.
Jax, how did you find me? Your drone?
What are you doing here?
You wanted proof of my loyalty, my reliability, yes? What better way to achieve this than to engage in the fight against the alien invaders?
That's bullshit. Stop wasting your time. If you wear out your parts in a pointless solo battle, you'll be no use to me.
But you said...
Look, you're free to do what you want, but I have a lot of work ahead of me. I need your help.
But I failed you. I made you angry. Anger has been the main result of all my recent actions.
That's bullshit, and I'll tell you why. You're not perfect. Who is? But however you mess up, we'll straighten it out between us. You may not be human, but you're as valuable a member of society as anybody else. That in itself is a great achievement for a machine.
I'd say
known each other a
machines
long
are
time.
often more valuable than any humans,
Become
but...
someone I care about. Very much a friend. So let's just forget about what's happened and get the hell out of here.
If that is true, I have no choice but to concede. There is one condition, however.
Tell me.
If I ever suggest that I might continue with my efforts to become more human,
Yeah?
smash my malfunctioning head with a large metal object. Okay?
Pretty good suggestion. I'll take it under advisement.
Please do.
Yeah, maybe worry more about, like, observational learning of human behaviors rather than trying to simulate it yourself. Doesn't seem to be getting you anywhere. So hopefully that's the end of that weirdness. Man, this Nasty already, like, moved on. Whatever she's gonna do next. Also, I think Bully has more to do, but I don't much care about him. What about you? You got money for me?
Here's a few more shards. The capital temple's so close, I can almost taste it. But sadly, at this rate, it'll be years before it can function as intended. Ah, well, patience is key, I think that's it for now. Don't want to overdo it. After all, the Enterprise must be sustainable.
You've done more than I could have imagined. Thanks.
Very glad to hear it. I'll keep on doing what I do then. Good luck to you, my friend.
This is why enterprises like yours usually start off with a huge capital investment and not, trying to get off the ground in little schemes. So what the hell, where the hell's Nasty? I just want to get that shit out of the way. Imbroglios. So she's already at the fort. She's at the bar. Where's she gotten?
Think so? I think you're
There
full
you
of
are.
shit.
Wait a second, that's it? Just what the hell are you doing here?
I got
Why is
what
she-
I
why
wanted,
is-
and I don't need you anymore.
So what? Not even a clue about what this secret plan is all about?
No? So stop asking. If it's pointless yapping you're after, go see your little berserker tramp. Because I sure as shit don't need you right now.
Something's not right with Nasty. Nothing in this world is as mysterious as a woman. It looks like
Classic.
she's in one of her self-destructive phases again. I should really talk about it with Kaya. Maybe.
I don't know where the hell Kaya's gotten to. And frankly, I don't care what Nasty is doing. She's done nothing but hinder us so far.
If you believe the rumors, they left.
Also, it's not really wise, Chloe. I mean, far be it from me to tell you how to do your job, but
Anyone
not
who
really
says
wise to
something
have
like
all of your liquor bottles in the patron areas and not behind the bar where you can keep an eye on them. Self-do? What? Where's Kaya? She's just chilling over here? Oh, I think the latest patch also finally fixed the alchemist apprentice who was just sitting outside the door and wasn't talking to anybody. Ah, so you're just chilling here?
How's it going?
No sooner do I resume my work as an oracle than it becomes a nuisance.
Oh.
As it always does.
That's the first you mentioned being an
I know
oracle.
just what you mean.
It's time I turn my attention to more important matters.
I have just the thing. The Skyan's Dark ELEX. We still know next to nothing about it.
So about time we brought this up.
And seeing as you're the expert in ELEX, maybe you can look into this new purple stuff.
I've been thinking about that too. And I know just where to begin my investigation. I'll need your help though.
You got it.
We Berserkers worry more than anyone about the Skyanids. In a way,
It's the first
they're
time
not unlike
they
the
said
Albs
Skyanids and not Skyans.
They're slaves to ELEX too, and are fundamentally changed by the substance. But what is its nature? How does it work? What makes it so infectious? Does it possess a collective voice like the blue ELEX we've lived with all these years?
All good questions. Where do we start with our search?
I have a certain affinity for ELEX and mana. I can sense many of their properties and even communicate with them. We already know that one derives from the other. But its purple form is very different. It has both replicative and infectious properties. Isolating and analyzing it without contracting the Dark Plague won't be easy.
Well, I've already got it, so no reason to worry.
We have no other choice.
I will need a sample in its pure form, however. I can't understand how it works unless it's active and whole. And preferably attached to a living organism.
I think I know where this is going.
Yes, I need fresh specimens of Skyanids for closer study. Most of the beasts we've fought so far have been in a transformed state for several weeks. What I need are Skyanids that have undergone a recent mutation. One of our scout troops spotted a young herd of smaller Skyanid specimens south of the fort a few hours ago. It appears they were created from a pack of spinehounds. We should track them down as soon as possible. So if you're ready, I suggest we move.
Oh, what? I'm infected. Is my mind not pure enough?
Let's go pay those mini skyanids a visit.
I guess because I haven't transformed yet.
All right. Come on, then. Our scouts spotted the beasts over there.
I hope
I
really
spotted
are
them
just
too.
Small specimens.
We're about to find out.
So do we capture one or just lay waste to him?
I see.
Well, it says Tracker Young.
Get behind me!
Well, he's got a lot of health compared to a Tracker Young. You slapping bitch. Okay, you're making them jostle all over the place. It's hard to shoot
How
them.
this works. You lead, I'll follow.
Alright, things. Kablooey. Will we? Now's not the time, Jax.
Need to concentrate. I should train my mind before that thing happens to me.
How many times in a row do we gotta do that? What does training your mind even mean?
Damn it.
They may be young, but they're still dangerous. Probably infectious, too.
Maybe if I take a closer look at where the transformation took place, that will suffice. They must have spent several hours there. Just take me as close to where they were transformed as you can, and I'll conduct my research.
How do I know where they've been oh god, camera. How would I know where they've been transformed? They could have transformed somewhere else and walked here. For all we know. What are you doing? Don't get away. Assume this is the spot, though?
It's best if you leave me alone for a while. I need to concentrate and see what I can sense from this place.
Take your time. Well, she's doing the same, like, animations and stuff as the first game. Basically, a kneel, some sound effects, and not much else. The voices, though.
It's just like I thought. I can sense the dark ELEX. It's everywhere. And it recently transformed those beasts right here.
What else did you find out?
The change involves a great deal of pain. The wailing of the creatures is still thick in the air. There's nothing they could do to resist. The transformation was fast, following infection just a few hours before.
That would mean...
Yes, once an animal of this size has been infected, it's only a matter of hours, days at most, before it changes.
What does that mean for infected humans?
There's no way of knowing. I have no human specimens to study. Well, except for you. But for whatever reason, you're a special case. We can't
Because I got
generalize
plot
conclusions
armor
based on your experience.
and plot antibodies.
All right, then. So what do we do now?
I've learned as much as I can here. I need bigger subjects. I'll instruct my men to monitor the skyanids. As soon as they report any new transformations, I'll let you know. We have to get to the bottom of this.
This is the Kaya I know and love.
Please. There's no time for this now, so just stop it, alright?
You know you
Before
like it.
go, I just want to say, I'm worried about you.
Yeah. I should really do something about these blackouts. I'll take care of them when there's time.
We don't know what to be done about them.
I want to ask you something. It's about Nasty.
Why? Is that tramp causing trouble again? Go on, tell me. What did she do this time?
I just don't understand what she's up to. She's been having me take her to all the heads of the different factions. And each time it ends in total disaster.
Hardly surprising. She was never one for diplomacy. Alright, go on. What happened?
The last meeting was with the berserkers at the fort.
What? You took her to see Rat?
We never made it that far. All she's done since we got there is watch people coming in and out. Like she's waiting for someone.
And you just left her alone there?
Well, yeah, why wouldn't I?
Have you lost your mind? That woman is volatile. She could explode at any moment.
Maybe. But how much damage could one warrior do?
You know she was just using you, don't you? This whole diplomacy plan was just a trick, and a poor one at that. Her true purpose has little to do with negotiating with faction leaders.
Yeah, I worked that out for myself. But what is her real plan?
Well, I can only speculate, but I've spoken to some of the Abandoned, and they described her departure from the fort a few years ago.
Oh.
Believe me, it wasn't pleasant. I wouldn't be surprised if that has something to do with Nasty being back there.
Well, why? What was? How is that relevant to what we did with all the other factions then?
What was her crime back when she was an outlaw?
That's what's so curious. She didn't do anything. But shortly after the war with the Albs, people started talking behind her back. A number of sordid stories and embarrassing incidents came to light. She went from being feared and respected to being mocked. Her reputation with the outlaws was in ruins. And whatever protection being the Duke of Tavar's twin sister gave her, it was gone. She was suddenly on the hit list of every lowlife who knew how to hold a weapon the right way.
So why the hell she end up back
Staying
there?
at the fort was no longer an option. If she hadn't fled, she would likely have been killed.
But why would she want to return now?
Her time at the fort is ancient history. I doubt anyone there cares about it. But that doesn't mean she doesn't care. Maybe she just needed time to prepare. She has trained hard since she joined us. And it would seem she's ready.
Why didn't she tell me that sooner?
As if you'd ever been interested in Nasty's flaws. No, you've always let her get away with whatever she wants. Well, I'd rather not be involved. I mean, just think of everything you've done for her.
You say Nasty wanted time to prepare. Prepare for what?
Why don't you ask her? I've said enough already. I don't want any trouble with her. That would cause nothing but grief and aggravation. And there's no time for that now.
We're done for now. Stand by at the Bastion.
All right.
Well, so I'm getting the impression that she kind of been plotting like a campaign of vengeance against people who have been slighting her, but I don't really understand how that's relevant to all the, like, going to the leaders of the clerics and the elves and everybody. What is your malfunction, then?
Still in Goliath.
Well, the lighting is really falling apart in here.
We have to talk.
Get the hell out! You need me to cut you so you actually get the message?
Just stop the craziness, okay? I know what you're planning.
Yeah? And what's that?
This isn't about diplomacy or even helping the Morcons. I mean, come on. You don't give a shit about the Morcons or their goals.
How would you know?
You're not that complicated. You used our time together to be a better fighter. And now, you want to stir up some real trouble with everyone at the fort here. How am I doing?
You think you're so smart. Well, you're way off.
So this isn't about revenge for what they did to you here, when they forced you to leave?
Who told you about that?
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I actually believed you were trying to bring people together. You really think I'm gonna help you start a war with the Berserkers?
Doesn't sound like she wants my help anymore.
You still think this is about them? No, dumbass. I'm after the shitheels who called themselves my friends. The people I was closest to. The ones who stabbed me in the back and took everything I had. Now it's payback time. If they're here, I'll find them. Or I'll find someone who knows where they are.
What makes you so sure they're still in the fort? They could just as easily be in the crater with the Duke of Ateris.
Maybe. But might as well check here before I start shooting up the whole fucking crater.
You think your chances are any better at the fort?
Yes. And we've already been to the crater, remember? That place is a maze. Too many places to hide. If they're there, we need to find out exactly where.
I don't really care. But at the same time, like, I feel like... Another thing I said before, it's like the RPG paradox, where I don't want to do this, but I feel like I have to, because otherwise I'm just missing out on XP and shit.
Okay, maybe I can help you find your old buddies.
Oh yeah, huh. Well, maybe now I don't want you to.
Too bad. I'm not letting you screw everything up here. I have my own plans, you know. Besides, better to have you on my side than against me. And I'm pretty sure you'd be against me if I left now.
You never know.
So what exactly happened back there anyway?
Well, when we were fighting against the Alps, I spent a lot of time outside the fort. Like the time I helped you at the Ice Palace battle, which, by the way, you seem to have forgotten about. I had to put my own shit on hold, which gave my guys a lot of time to think about stuff. Like how to completely screw me over.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, well, I was kind of important back then. Lots of people wanted to bring me down, take my place. Including my so-called allies, the people I trusted the most. They got together with my bodyguards and came up with a plan. And it worked. Those fucks took everything I had. I was on the run for a while. Not a fun time, let me tell you that. That's when I found the Morcons. They might have a screw loose, but at least you know where you stand with them.
So interesting, this whole outlaw society of basically every man for himself ended up not working out so well for you, did it? And yet you still act like that's the ideal.
What have you found out so far?
Dan, one of my old bodyguards, was spotted in the Ateris Entertainment District a few days ago.
How long have you known that for?
Long enough. It didn't seem smart for me to go in there alone. Who knows how many of his asshole pals he has with him.
Why did he betray you? What was in it for him?
My Elexit. That fucker disappeared with all of it.
And how much was that?
What do you think? I was the Duke's sister, remember? I knew about every dirty deal, and I always got a piece. Anyway, I let my guard down for a second. It was all he needed to find out where I hid my stash. So yeah, I owe him. He's probably in some crater whorehouse right now, spending my fucking money.
I can help. Let's head to the entertainment district. We'll find this old bodyguard of yours.
Where even is that
Going
district?
there. Just like old times.
Old times we were going out in the wilderness and fighting monsters for some stupid thrill of yours.
Kicking ass is always more fun when you're along for the ride.
Really? It seems like you hate my guts right now.
Hey, we haven't lost yet, right?
Let's make sure it stays that way. This is one sleazy place.
My head.
Why does this keep happening?
Damn infection.
Yeah, let's find that asshole before we both catch something.
Please, what haven't you caught by now? Look at this weirdo. It has to be the worst haircut they've ever designed. What the fuck is that?
Hey, asshole, you're in my way.
Hey, Dan, you little shit weasel. Living the high life, huh?
Oh shit, Nasty. Fuck. Man, I should have known you'd turn up.
Looks like you're swimming in shards. Shame they're not actually yours to spend.
Oh, I get it. You must be Nasty's new lapdog. If you think you're getting something out of this, you're gonna be disappointed. Get lost, pal.
You'd love that, wouldn't you?
This is your new bodyguard. You fucking kidding? This loser can't even lift his weapon.
Come on. Cough up all the money you stole from Nasty.
Yeah, right. I'll give you a foot massage, too. Get the fuck out before I whip your ass.
Oh, I don't think so.
Fine. We'll do it your way.
That's the way to handle that.
I'll get you!
Yeah, well, you keep him distracted, I'm a shooter. Ow. Holy smokes! That was so fucking janky. God, I've forgotten how bad the combat is.
That's the way to handle that.
I'll get you!
Come on, here we go! Come on, here we go!
Here we go, you say? Are you gonna do anything else? That fucking whippy wappy shit you just did. Oh my god, his arms.
Got it.
Unbelievable.
You actually once trusted this Dan with your life?
Shit, man, you know the score. Once you're dealing with Alexit, anything goes.
Still, he's not exactly the loyal type. Wouldn't turn my back
They
on
still
him.
talk about him like he's alive. They
Well,
keep doing
what can I
that.
say? It was a shitty time. I made shitty decisions.
At least he's not a problem anymore. Anyone else we need to take care of?
Take your pick. Almost figured out where one of them is.
Another old bodyguard? Your right-hand man, maybe?
I'll let you know when I find him. Until then, I've got some training to do.
We don't have to put up with this.
So, literally, the whole shit with going to the other factions and the supposed diplomatic mission, their contrived reason for that is that she wanted to antagonize them so they would attack us and she'd get some training out of it. Like, again, just the cause and effect of, like, what they come up with is so stupid. Like, there's so many easier ways to do that. Oh yeah, I guess while we're in town, let's see if this quest is finally fixed. Sure don't look like it. Oh god, oh god. I see nothing. Classic. So now we're just waiting for everybody's plots to advance, I guess, so we can do another main story. Unless somebody comes up running with something new to give me. Oh yeah, you had something too, didn't you?
Training of Commander Core mental stability urgently recommended.
How many times do I have to do this? It seems like I have to do it once a day, but it advances time so much that it's going to be, like, invalid in a couple hours anyway.
All right. Thank. Fine. Let's go look into these chips.
I could go for some
Departure in
chips.
3, 2, 1.
Why'd you have to count down to a loading screen? Because the loading screen is just covering the fact that we walked there. That was stupid. Nice
Multiple
fence
units
popping in.
located directly ahead.
Let's act fast before they run away again.
Have they been running away?
Over the years, my efforts to unite humanity have been strained. I've had no lasting affiliation with any of the factions. Who knows how it'll go this time?
Directly
These guys are
behind you,
weak.
Commander.
Look at these idiots. What idiots? Hello. Curator? The name Agitator, I could understand, like, what that means, but Curator? I don't... Like, what kind of role is that in this alien army? More spider bots. I think it was attacking them. That's interesting.
Negotiation as alternative to offensive action, possibly worth investigation.
These guys don't seem very negotiable.
Questioning morality.
The AI is also very inconsistent, because they, like, break aggro so quickly sometimes, but other times they chase you across the entire world.
Report. Pattern confirmed. Control node chips deployed at this location. Machine computing components also utilized.
Maybe you're right. They do need more computing power for research. Or the resources for it anyway.
Possibility acknowledged. Recent analysis, however, suggests alien systems based on more complex components.
There is another possibility. The Skyans are collecting electronic scrap to stop us reactivating for use against them.
Analyzing. Possibility acknowledged. Strategic location of alien activity supports speculation.
We need to kick them off the planet before they cause any more damage.
Skyan technology based on neural network components. Evaluated as highly effective.
Computing with live tissue?
Partially. Inorganic modules also present. Likelihood of initial hypothesis proving true downgraded. Now calculated as unlikely.
Oh, interesting. Keep me posted on what you find, okay?
Acknowledged. Commander to be notified on detection of new location.
If they're doing the same thing everywhere we go, I don't understand how we learn something new when we go there. Like, how are you not able to learn all that just from one place? So he's just suggesting that they're taking the scrap just to stop us from taking it, instead of actually, like, using it much themselves, I guess? Should make sense, because their technology that they brought with them would surely be more powerful and useful than anything they dig out of our dilapidated concrete jungles here.
You'd never guess, but Nasty was once an outlaw.
Yeah, I can believe that. Any recommendations for recruitment?
Guess I better think it over some more.
Look, the more recruits we have, the better.
Naira the Alb. She'll be an asset, in her own way.
She never seems to show up here.
Woman from the north. Okay. Any recommendations for recruitment?
We'll see.
Understood. Thanks for letting me know.
Teach me that. Yes?
I've received a report of new Skyanids. couple of beasts have just been mutated right by the bastion. If we move quickly, we can catch them before they disappear.
Let's move quickly.
Okay, let's hunt them down. I hope you know exactly where to find them.
They move around a lot, so it won't be easy. We should head out at once.
And at once we headed out.
We're in luck. There they are.
Right. We know what to do.
Look, I know you've been bitten before, but just don't let them get you again, all right?
Got it.
Shit. I don't know.
I don't know either, Jax. Again, like the headaches are already happening.
Behind me!
Like I just did the thing a couple hours ago in game time, the mental training or whatever, and he's already got problems. Just completely useless. Fucking laying waste to the place now. Thank goodness there's no friendly fire. Whoops. Somehow recovered from that. Dealt with.
I really despise these creatures.
Hey, I'm not a big fan either.
We need to find where their transformation took place. If you take me there, I can conduct a proper analysis.
What do I get my healing spell on? 7. That's not very much. Alright, when you take the ELEX from these boys, you get a little bit of the... whatever that damage is.
Give me a moment. I need to focus.
Where the hell are you off to?
This is alarming. I'm not sure what to call it. A plague? Whatever it is, it's far worse than I thought.
What'd you find out?
The incubation period is incredibly short. Those beasts became skyanids no more than 3 hours after becoming infected.
That's a bit
Right where we
ridiculous.
found the creatures.
Does the size of the host make any difference?
I can't say for certain, but I don't think so.
Then what determines how long it takes? Is it just willpower like Dawkins thinks? There must be another way to fight this plague. Maybe something we haven't thought of yet.
Yeah, no
Difficult to
shit.
say. All we know is that the speed of change isn't down to one simple factor like metabolism or physical constitution. Given the rate of mutation, and assuming it affects all living beings on this planet in a similar way, then...
Then what?
It would only take a few days for the entire planet to be transformed if there's a real outbreak.
That's very fatalistic out of nowhere.
I was afraid you were gonna say that.
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. I'll keep trying, though. Maybe if I could examine an especially large subject. I'll see if my scouts can track one down. Thanks for your help. I'll let you know as soon as I have news.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have been eviscerating those things every time I see them.
So yeah,
I was
kinda need
afraid
your
of
help
that.
Again.
Found someone else in need of payback?
Damn right. And this asswipe's really got it coming.
So, where are we going this time?
It's back to the castle. Matt, that's the bastard's name, is in tight with the clerics now.
The castle? After what happened last time? So what did this Mac guy do to you?
I don't want to talk about it.
If I'm going to help you take down a cleric, I should at least know why. Or you could always go on your own and see how that works out.
All right. He spread a bunch of bullshit lies about me. Happy now?
So you're going to war with the clerics because some guy was trash-talking you?
Yeah, that's right. So, are you in or not?
The only overlapping areas are Tavar and Ignadon. Right? That's the names? So basically the desert and the volcanic area, but neither of them resemble what they were before. They're clearly the same map, they've just been like wallpapered. So Tavar's more foresty now, Ignadon's snowy, and then the remaining 2.5 areas are brand new.
Let's get to the castle and find this guy.
Finally. Here it is. Bet you anything we find Matt here.
Why so sure?
He's a real skirt chaser. If there's women around, that's where he'll be.
Well, that's true of anywhere. That's not unique to this place. And in fact, I'd say there are fewer women here than most of the other places.
Man. Exceptional.
Indeed. What's this guy up to? Got beef with me?
Behind you.
Oh. Wow. Something out there really got in his craw. On earth are you shooting
Talk to
at?
the brethren here for too long, and your brain will turn to mush. Their creator is just another straw they cling to.
Come on, baby. You know you want to.
You don't get it, do you?
You have no idea what you're missing. Believe me.
I said fuck off.
Hey.
Oh, fuck. What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy here? Well, look what the cat dragged in.
I'm about to wipe that smug grin off your face.
Hey now, what kind of a greeting is that? Don't I get a kiss? At least a hug?
Shut the fuck up, Matt.
Seems like you pissed off Nasty. Not a smart move.
Oh, yeah? And who the fuck are you supposed to be? Oh, so sorry. I don't have time for this right now. If you'll excuse me.
You're going to stay right where you are. We're going to settle this right now.
Oh, I'm so sick of these fucking jealous assholes. So, what? You want to mess me up? That it? Listen, you clown. I don't know why you're letting this stupid skank use you, but I can tell you right now, it's not worth it. You think she'd be better in bed, with the mouth she has on her.
I said shut the fuck up.
You were involved with Nasty?
Oh, man. You didn't know? I got some crazy stories I could tell you.
I don't think I want to hear them.
I'm surprised she's not denying them.
Rip your guts out.
Right. We'll see who's left standing when this is all over.
Shan't be you. Quicker than the last guy. They don't usually flinch from getting shot, but he was. It's interesting. Nice strafe maneuver there. Very effective countermeasure. Why's he got such unique combat animations? That was a scream.
So, that was your,
He was nothing, okay? We had some fun together, and that's all there was to it. Let's not make a big
Doesn't
thing
sound like
about
fun
it.
in
He certainly,
hindsight.
Couldn't, if you know what I mean. Didn't have any trouble running his mouth off, though, telling everyone about us. Asshole.
Guess he wanted to brag about being with the Duke's sister. Like you said, total asshole.
Do we have to keep talking about this?
I don't suppose he was the last person on your payback list.
Not even close. Once I've figured out where the next one is, you'll be the first to know.
Oh god.
Jarks.
Sharks.
Tatagurak. Isura. Emir. Jarks.
The subtitles don't even line up with the like syllables he's enunciating. I just end up in another random place. So I can't tell if this is like random because I'm like letting it, not doing the mental training shit enough. So it just happens in a random conversation. But it's completely pointless.
Damn it. Where am I now? These blackouts are killing me.
Like, it's just warping me to random places.
Mind. Prevent anything like this happening again.
We've been training, and it just doesn't seem to work for more than a few hours, so what's the fucking point? Every time we do it, you get a headache in, like, the next 2 hours, and this is all happening again.